Scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. Is standing by to call the action.
There's a look at the newly named New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Buffalo Bills. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand, and this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes, because you've got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well. Won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Mike 58 right there. It was pretty quiet, team. It was pretty quiet. 19. 58, Mark. I got you.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He finds Howard complete. A bad start there. A big loss on their first. Play from scrimmage. It's second down.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
58, come on. 58, come on. Exit.
Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. That's caught by Howard. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw is Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive going to plan so far.
Check 59, right?
2nd and inches. Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now a carry. It's C.J. Anderson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Jadeveon Clowney, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Let's go, baby.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
It's a gain of 15. First down, Seahawks. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Wilson. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive first down plays. Second down, McKinnon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What do I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 32-yard line.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with the tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf.
Let's go, baby. Let's
Pretty
go.
darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball's thrown.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. But he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Good job right there. Good job right there.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Brandon Marshall in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Here's Penny. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Able to punch it in on 3rd down. Makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jadeveon Clowney, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Ezekiel Ansah in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Caught by Allen. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Let's go.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Ziggy Ansah able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. Open man is Howard, the tight end. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Wilson. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 36. On first down now, run with McKinnon. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They run it with McKinnon. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 3rd and short, McKinnon. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jerick McKinnon. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one, a fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Holding offense.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Now Wilson to the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 18 yards to pick up there. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. On first down, McKinnon. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now McKinnon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Here's McKinnon. And he'll He'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. On 3rd down, Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he will be brought down. His time is now run out on this first half of action. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
Let's go!
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Don't get nervous.
Now Wilson going to throw again. And it's caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 28-0. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bills to take over. They were losers last time out to the 49ers, but right now they're on the right side of the scoreboard as they start out 1st and 10. There's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there. 2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Allen off the play fake. And the pressure gets to him again. Ezekiel Ansah able to record his 5th sack of the season. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Allen going deep here for Allen. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear
by the time we have to leave the booth. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. McKinnon. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. And the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. They'll run on first down. McKinnon, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Here again is McKinnon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. That one good for 24 yards. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
On 2nd and 9, Wilson flush to his right. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, Wilson, and they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Matt Milano, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. And, Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and say, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
All that, and it only nets him a yard. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Allen. He's got it. The tight end Allen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards on the play. First down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch.
Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Let's get it.
The 25-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Wilson. And he finds Howard complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 yards there. First down.
First down, Seattle.
Don't be scared.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. There's Wilson to throw. Buying time, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead will swell by one more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. From the 30 on second down, Allen complete to Jones. That one a first down pickup of 8.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out routing. What you have to do in that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the out.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. K.J. Wright able to record his 5th sack of the season. And they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
That's it.
Here's Allen to throw it, and incomplete. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Allen. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that will go out of the back of the end zone. Way too much mustard. Not a good punt, and it will come out to the 20. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. On second down, it's Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Here's Wilson to throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. That's caught by Howard. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. They go back to the ground with Jones. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. And quickly they get to the line.
Touch 50, touch 50. 58 to Mike. He don't know no better. Zebra. Check hot route. Hot.
On 2nd and 1, Wilson. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Right there. I got you. Go. Alert. Go. You're all right. Check.
Wilson to the end zone, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
Mike 5'9". One fluff. I'm going to run you over. 36.
They'll try and run with McKinnon. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He completes it to Jones. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Throwing again on second down. Allen, and the grab by Croft. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. He gets this one to Boyd. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And it's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run it with Jones. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. No surprise this offense would be able to convert. They're currently 2nd in the league in first downs, and they pick up 1 here.
Yeah, not a stat that we talk about a heck of a lot, but it's a vital one. And in this case, it's really vital because what does it do? Keeps their defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Alert 3.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll find Metcalf. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 41-yard line. So the victory here for Seattle. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets.